In this episode, I'm sharing with you my favorite interview looks from the Miss Grand International 2024 closed door interview. I'm Dani, thanks for clicking on this episode. If you'd like to support the channel, please hit that super thanks button or check out memberships. Let's jump right into this. I'm going to share about these looks in no particular order. Venezuela looked really beautiful in this yellow, also with her straight hair, and even Nawat commented on her hair and said that he really liked this look on her. I agree with him there. Then we have Curacao, and her outfit is not something I would wear for other pageants, but this is something that I think you can really get away with at Miss Grand International. You can wear things that are more embellished and nobody's gonna bat an eye here, but I really like that she's in white. It pops on her skin tone. Also, I like the corseted waist and it was sheer. It was just something unique. Myanmar looked beautiful in her interview outfit. I love this. I love the hair, the makeup, the hair piece that she had. And I will say that Myanmar, generally speaking, I do tend to really love their interview outfits and their arrival and departure looks because they tend to wear things that are made of a traditional fabric and they're always just so well done and unique. Ghana wore a beautiful yellow two-piece suit and I didn't see anything quite like this there. I love the shoulder pads on this and I also really like the embellishments. This is so pretty. My guess is that this is a custom piece and we see a lot of suit sets in pageants, but I haven't seen anything quite like the shoulders on this suit set, so it really made it different and she stood out. Cuba, I loved this look. I thought that she looked so lovely in this, and Nawat even talked about her hair and her makeup and what a great look that she had. I love this magenta color. It is unique. I didn't notice this on any other contestants, but I also really like the exposed cups on the top that were gold. They looked so pretty. This was memorable, and it's something that I'm still thinking about. I know I'm like, how can I upcycle something like this? Indonesia's suit was so cute. Oh my gosh, I loved this set so much. The little bow details, the bright color was beautiful on her. I thought this was such a fun set and definitely something that you can wear for this pageant, but I think many others as well. El Salvador had this really beautiful white suit set. So white is really common for the interview competition, and I don't know what it is about white interview looks, but they look great on a lot of contestants. So this look is no exception. She looked lovely in this, but what made it unique and different, I thought, were all of the pearl details. They were so pretty, and the pearls were sort of oversized as well. So that was a fun detail for this particular set. Malaysia. So I would probably put this look in my top 5 of favorite interview looks. Now, unfortunately, this isn't really something that you can recreate unless you're Miss Malaysia, right? It wouldn't really make sense to wear this piece because it's made of these traditional fabrics, but she looked so lovely in this. The color was so unique. It was so beautiful on her. I loved the hairstyling for this, the jewelry, and just something about this entire look. It really made her eyes stand out. I couldn't get a really good look of everybody's interview outfit, and I was looking for interview outfits on Instagram, but I was very surprised that a lot of the contestants, when I was watching this, they hadn't yet posted their interview looks. Maybe that's because a lot of people are sharing these video clips already and they're like, well, everybody saw my interview look. But that's very different because whenever I recap Miss Universe, everybody on interview day, they're always posting their outfits. Maybe that's because there's usually not any videos of them. But anyways, this was a really interesting piece. It kind of looks like this long blazer and then it all cinches together at her waist. Then we saw these really cool swirled rhinestone details. So this, again, is something I would say that you can wear to Miss Grand International. You're gonna see more sequins, beading, embellishments. You're just gonna see things that are a little bit more daring, I would say, for an interview competition. But I thought she looked lovely with this. The hairstyle was great. It really complemented her beauty. I'm a big fan of this entire look. Puerto Rico looked lovely in this shade of green, and it's a really unique shade of green, I would say, especially for the interview competition. I thought that the hairstyling was lovely. It was pulled back and out of her face. This color just popped on her, and honestly, the color alone made this memorable, but I did really like the style of it as well with all the flowing fabric, and then the side cutouts. She looked beautiful. Guatemala is wearing an example of what I would say is a very grand international interview style. I would not suggest this anywhere else but Miss Grand International. I mean, there might be a couple other pageants you can get away with this with, but she looked so great in this shade of blue. She was wearing this fully rhinestone jumpsuit. Now, I think that if this had been a dress, it really would be leaning into that cocktail realm, but there's something about the fact that it was a jumpsuit that made me feel a little bit more comfortable about it. Now, she also had this draped chiffon coming from the shoulders, which was really pretty, and then she had her hair styled up, but it was a really soft hairstyle, which was in contrast with what we're typically seeing right now. Like, I know me, and I love a slicked back bun style, and also just for the sake of convenience, but Guatemala had this really, really beautiful soft updo, and it made her very different from other contestants. I would say that Colombia's look was very safe. I'll still mention it though because she just looked good. Haiti, I loved this look. This is something I would definitely categorize for Miss Grand International because it's strapless, it has rhinestone embellishments, but this piece, at least to me, it looks custom. Like I said, I was looking for these pieces online, and when I was doing this review and doing all of my research, ladies hadn't posted the photos yet. So maybe you know where she got this piece, but my guess is custom. It looked so beautiful on her, but I also like because she used rhinestones in this design that she went with a very demure color, like something that wasn't as loud and contrasting from the rhinestones. Nicaragua. I don't know what it is about Nicaragua lately for, let's say, Grand or for Universe. They have been really showing up with some beautiful custom wardrobe. Think about Shanice's departure outfit, that magenta jumpsuit with the detachable overskirt, or think about her interview look, and I just feel like I'm seeing such great designs from Nicaragua across the board. So I'm actually curious to see what Miss Universe Nicaragua is going to be wearing this year for interview as well, to see if they put that much detail into that. But this looks very, very custom to me, and I just loved it. It was different. The florals, the structured shoulder piece, she looked beautiful. Laos, I'm obsessed with this look. How can I upcycle something like this? I want to wear this to an event. She looks so beautiful. The gold bodice, it's metallic. It almost looks like metal. I don't even know what the top is made out of, but I love it. And the black skirt. And then just her styling, the makeup with this, just 10 out of 10 for me for this entire look. It's definitely something that you can wear to Grand. I wouldn't say this is something that I would suggest, for example, for Miss World, just as a comparison, but this was a great look for Miss Grand International. Czech Republic wore a white jumpsuit, and I have to say that the neckline specifically is what drew me in for this piece. I thought that it was so beautiful, and there's these little details all along the edge. I love it. It brought all the attention up to her beautiful face. Vietnam's look was something that I really couldn't appreciate until I paid more attention and I looked up close, and I saw that she had this really simple black set on, but right underneath the bust is this kind of strap, like metallic, and it has a buckle underneath, and I'm a sucker for detail, so I loved that detail. And then now I understood really why she paired those oversized gold earrings with the look. She looked so great. This is such a wearable look. I feel like you can go to a lot of other appearances in this look. She looked chic. USA was wearing this white jumpsuit, and it's something that I would really expect coming from a Miss USA. In the US, you'll see interview styles like this at pageants like National American Miss, International Junior Miss, Miss Collegiate. There's all sorts, and this is a very, I would say, common style of interview look. It's a jumpsuit, it's in a bright, bold color, and it has a very simple detail incorporated into it. So in her case, the neckline. Dominican Republic wore a white jumpsuit, and I thought that the jumpsuit itself was pretty safe, but she looked really good in it because there was this piece of fabric cascading down the side. But the thing that I liked about her styling is that she wore emerald / diamond jewelry with this, and that's not something that we usually see paired with a white look, so I really liked that. Of course, the hair, the makeup was beautiful. She had her hair pulled back out of her face, really featuring one of her best assets, right? She looks so stunning. I will also say a look that I love is actually black and emerald, ladies, so that's a look that you'll see on a lot of red carpets. So if you're looking for a color pairing that's not as common, try black and emerald. It's one of my favorites. France is very Miss France, and I loved that. She even wore a beret, which I thought was really cute, and she even had her purse. Now, typically you can't bring a purse into interview scenarios, so this is one of those rare occasions. And what's really interesting too, when I think about other pageants like Miss Universe, when we watch the ladies go into interview, a lot of them will actually take a little purse with them to interview, but then they walk in without it because you're not allowed to have one, I believe. I know at USA we weren't allowed to have one, but I think that this look with her purse was so cute, and it came in handy in her interview. So check out my other episode talking about the contestant interviews to see what I'm talking about. Honduras had this kind of champagne colored dress. Her hair was pulled back. What I liked about this dress is it's actually kind of like my dress right now, sort of this satiny finish, and it was so elegant and soft, and it had a very unique neckline as well. And I think that unique necklines are so helpful in pageants and specifically in interview when you really want the judges to focus up here and make eye contact with you. UK, I liked her entire look. It was different from a lot of other contestants. I like her little tweed dress that she was wearing. She's very beautiful and she had great makeup as well, but I love just the idea of wearing a little tweed mini dress, probably because I'm a fan of tweed. Panama had a piece that I would guess is custom, really beautiful. It looks like a yellow jumpsuit. I don't know if it's actually two pieces, but there's a lot of embellishments on top. I think that this is a great style for Miss Grand International, and also her hair and her makeup looked just so beautiful as well. Philippines looked lovely in this blue color. This is something that I expected from her. I love the use of the traditional sleeves that she's wearing. That's something very Miss Philippines that honestly I always look forward to because it's just something that they uniquely can bring into their wardrobe. It doesn't really apply to anybody else, but she looked so lovely in this, and of course hair and makeup was on point too. Spain's outfit surprised me. She's wearing kind of the chartreuse green color that she looks lovely in. It looked great with her eyes, but the style of it looked Thai to me, and that's interesting because the owner of Miss Grand International, who was in that room, is Thai as well, and she's applying for that job and kind of saying like, here I am, I'm ready to go. I want to embrace Thai culture. I want to work in Thailand. I want to be your next Miss Grand International. So that was a really unexpected and interesting choice, I think, for her interview. That's my quick episode sharing my favorite interview looks. Let me know which ones were yours, and don't forget to stay tuned for lots of new episodes that I have coming your way. Thanks for watching this one.